Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, uh, I was asked to do this video a couple days ago before I left Florida. I'm in Vegas now, so I've been running around and getting interviews. So guys, stay tuned for these interviews coming out. They're gonna be really good. But my boy Smash Boxing, shout out to Smash Boxing. He messaged me. I didn't respond to it, but I did see it. So shout out to you, Smash Boxing. I did see your message, and he wanted me to do a video on this, so I'm doing a video on it. So like I said, as always, shout out to him. Basically, Carl Frampton, Carl Frampton, the Jackal. He wants to have the third fight, and that third fight was being discussed for Belfast, Ireland, which is, if you don't know, is Carl Frampton's hometown. Now, ideally, if someone won the previous fight in a trilogy, then he'd have more negotiating power in trying to get the fight in his backyard. But due to the fact that Carl Frampton lost the last fight against Leo, and honestly was rendered pretty ineffective throughout the course of a couple rounds, I think it makes no sense for Leo Santa Cruz to go there. And in regards to that, Leo Santa Cruz, basically says that, he's gonna listen to his dad, and that his whatever his dad says, he'll be pretty much just hearing whatever his dad tells him. So I'll read you the quotes as to what Leo said in regards to a third fight in Belfast, Ireland. Here's what he said. Okay, if my dad says no, I wouldn't go there. I do what he tells me. I'm hoping that. And then Frampton says, I quote, I'm hoping that Leo sticks to his word and comes to Belfast like he said. He can make it happen. Then Leo comes back and says, I quote, my dad is scared that if I go over there, and even if we Carl Frampton, the people and the judges are going to be an influence. He thinks that even if I beat him, I'll have the victory taken away from me. My dad says not to go over there because it would be a really bad decision, and he is right and everything. But if I go over there and I get the win and beat him, for all the fans to see that I win, that's all that matters. Hopefully they see that I win, they give me that. It's very important. He's my father. He's been there my whole life, my whole career. I always listen to my dad. So shout out to Leo Santa Cruz. I can't say that because there was a point in time where I really didn't like Leo Santa Cruz. He fought bums and cans and whatnot. But look at the resume now. He's beating guys like Abner Mars and Carl Frampton. That speaks volumes to what he's doing in the sport right now. So you gotta give him his props. But I'm with him on this one. He won regardless of maybe of what he said. And I know your word is everything in this world, but Carl Frampton having a third fight in Belfast when he lost, it just makes no sense. You lost the last fight. I feel personally, this is my honest opinion, if they wanted to do a third fight, I would actually just go somewhere in the middle of America, like Chicago. Chicago has a big Mexican population, and I'm not sure what the Irish population is, but I'm assuming it'd be, somewhat, fair. So I wouldn't mind seeing it in Chicago or somewhere like that. Neutral ground, somewhere not too far on the east, not too far on the west. Just right. That'd be a good fight. I would love to see something like that. But as we know, most fights don't happen in Chicago. Boxing's kind of veered away from some of the original big powerhouse cities from yesteryear that boxing used to have a lot of fights for. Like Chicago had a lot of fights back in the day. Miami had a lot of fights back in the day. But that's not the case now. So I don't really see that happening. Honestly, it's not going to be in Belfast. I just don't think that it makes sense for Leo. And I don't want to see it in California. I mean, I know we haven't had it in California because I don't want it in California because I think Carl will get robbed if he does want to having a good fight and having a performance that's worthy of a win. I don't know. I like being selfish. I would love to see the fight in South Florida, but that's not gonna happen. So it is what it is, man. It's the business of boxing. If I had to take an honest guess as to what this next fight could be, I could see them either A, doing it in Vegas again, or B, giving Leo his wish and having the fight in Los Angeles somewhere. That's probably what's gonna happen. So I think the odds are gonna be a little stacked against Carl Frampton, and he's gonna have to make some adjustments in the next fight if there is one. But it's been a great two fights, a great trilogy, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again. So that's the news. Leo Santa Cruz, basically saying that going to Belfast is out of the question. He's gonna listen to his dad and not go there because he's not gonna put himself in a position where he gets got the biggest win of his career, and he's gonna concede to the guy that he beat. That just doesn't. That's not how it works. Usually that's not how it works. So shout out to. But then again, hold on. But then again, that is kind of what Carl Frampton did because, if I was Frampton, you could have had the second fight in Belfast. Why have it in Vegas? You could have the second fight in Belfast. So I guess in a way, Carl did concede to Leo a little bit, due to the fact that the fight was a lot closer to Cali. So I guess if you want to look at it from that perspective, you could say, well, Carl did it for Leo. Why can't Leo do it for Carl? But it is what it is, man. It's probably not going to be in Belfast, Ireland. But let me know what you guys think about Leo Santa Cruz and his father and his team basically saying that this fight, a third Frampton Santa Cruz fight, won't happen in Belfast. And honestly, let me hear from you guys. What do you think this third fight should be? Do you think it should be like in Belfast, Ireland, New York again, Chicago, like I mentioned, or California, or Vegas? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.